win a race that there's 40 cars in, but it only really takes 2 cars to make a race. You know, I've had some incredible races here that there was just really 2 cars that ran off from everybody, but as long as those 2 cars are racing side by side, and there's racing throughout the field. It's not just about the guy that's leading and the guy that's running second.
Right.
There's races throughout the field. You may have to look, which once again, if you're watching TV on the big NASCAR races, they don't show the back of the field all the time.
Yeah,
That's
the
a
battle
lot of
for
time,
30th might be the best thing on the track.
Exactly. There might be 6 cars running for 30th, but TV time, they can't do that. Here, a guy at 3 cars in the back of the field may be the best show. Mm-hmm. You may not even know who won the race because you was watching the guys that were running 6th, 7th, and 8th, and they were having a hell of a battle.
You go home, you're talking to your buddy on the way home. Man, that one guy in the 30 car was battling with the 63. That was crazy. Do you remember who won the race? No, but the racing was crazy. I loved it.
Exactly.
You know, that's what it's all about. And that's what's fun when you come here. You get to choose what you see and what you watch.
Yeah, I think when people first come out, that's what I try to urge people that friends of mine that haven't seen racing, and I'm just going to say it gets a bad in their mind when they go, what, I watch a car go around in a circle. And I'm going, well, it's a lot more than that, man.
Yeah,
there sure is.
Until you're sitting there, right? And then, I mean, when you add the personalities to it and the back of the races you're talking about, that sound, right, when that's in front of your face, it's so much more than those bad stigmas that are carried with it. And I think that's some of the things that racing faces that try to entertain people. But I think legends like you that are still racing, willing to do interviews, talk to people, sign autographs, bringing those people out, putting on the shows that you do, taking the risks that you do, the money you all spend every week to do this. I think so many people don't understand the personal sacrifices, the safety risks, the financial risk, everything that goes into this one time, you know, to do that.
Yeah, and you know, I'm open. With that being said, I'm open as a racer. If somebody wants to come up and talk to me and ask me, well, what do you think? I'm interested in getting into racing. I'm open. I'm the best guy in the pits because I've spent more money doing short track racing than anybody in the world, probably because I've been doing it for 45 years. Not because I did it in 1 year, but I've been spending that money for 45 years. So if you totaled it all up, I could have a really nice something.
Is that some island in Aruba somewhere?
Instead of just a race car, but I could really have a really nice something if I hadn't spent all that money on racing.
Well, we wouldn't have had the entertainment and the fans that have been watching you for so long. Would not have those memories, and the tracks wouldn't be so, exciting without all that. So I appreciate you foregoing the house in Aruba. And
thanks for that.
And racing this long, and also being willing to share your knowledge here on the Pit Pass podcast, but along with other racers, and being so kind and understanding and helpful until you get behind the wheel.
Sure, and that's what it's all about. You know, I'm kind of gritting my teeth now because they're out there practicing. I'm missing a practice because of this.
Oh, we'll get down there.
That's hard to do.
All right, well, not
that's
that
sacrifice right there to come talk to us students. So
exactly.
We appreciate
that was a stretch.
Well, we appreciate you coming up, and we knew you got to get running. We'll let you get down there and get some practice. And hopefully we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane later on tonight.
Yeah, let's hope. And thank you guys for having us. Keep doing what you're doing. You're heading in a good direction. Let's hope we can keep it going.
That's our goal.
It.
And thank you. Thanks again for coming in. We'll let you get out of here. Thanks, David.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it, man. I'm really looking forward to watching him run tonight.
Oh, yeah. Always fun when you see that TM Ranch trailer pull in. You know the legend is here, and he's ready to go. So he'll definitely be a threat tonight. Brad May is probably going to be here. He might even be down there now. I haven't looked over my shoulder in I don't know, 40 minutes or whatever it is. But we got a pretty good field of late models building up. And that's usually a class that, unless it's a big race, we typically don't get a whole lot of cars. But there, from what I've already seen pull in, there's a decent field, and it should be competitive tonight.
Well, while we're on it, let's run through the divisions. Let's do our picks tonight.
All right.
And walk us through and see if, I don't know, we should maybe start betting something to do with
you know, I'll let you go first because you're the novice. So I'll give you first pick. So we'll start with the late models. We'll segue right into it there. Who do you got for late models tonight?
I think I know who I'm choosing.
Yeah, okay, I got mine.
Right.
I think I might know who yours is.
I think I'm going to go with the man, the myth, the legend.
You're going with David Rogers?
I have to.
All right, well, I'm going to go with the man who parks right next. I'm going to go with Brad May. Brad's been very strong. They got a new Fury race car in that with that number 9, the Bobby Sears racing car. So I think Brad May is going to be tough to beat tonight. But I would not be surprised if I go down and talk to David Rogers or Brad May in Victory Lane. But I'm going to go Brad. You go David. So we'll we'll see if we can't remember our picks at the end of the night and tally it up.
Yeah, I'm a tad biased. I'll say that. I'm a tad biased. Again, he was also one of my first driver interviews as well, and he's been kind to share everything. And to keep watching a legend win at that age. And, hey, maybe practice will just make him like, I don't need to.
See, I mean, I don't feel too bad about holding him out of a practice because he said he can drive around here with his eyes closed, so he should be good to go. But no, I mean, it's, don't want to hold him up too long. He's got to get down. Make sure to shake the car down. He can be competitive tonight. But so we had Patrick Thomas up here for Sportsman. Who's your Sportsman pick tonight?
Well, is Vail racing tonight?
Let me take a look and see if he's come in yet.
Yeah, see if you see his car. I tend to lean toward, like I said, the Vail car just because I'm an Orlandoan, and the 407s tend to where I go. Now, if Sean Bass is back in full board tonight or is here tonight, I'd probably lean one of those two ways. I
don't see either of those guys here tonight, but
Patrick Thomas.
Sometimes our Sportsman guys come in late. We've seen Jason Vail pull in 6:30. I don't know if they're traveling this weekend to another race. Sometimes that happens, but we know Patrick Thomas is here. He's going to be strong. But you know what? I think we're going to see an upset tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb, and it might take something crazy to happen for this to happen. But I've been watching Steve Barnes this year in car number 58.
Yeah.
And he's been getting better and better. Okay, so maybe you're thinking you're crazy. Steve's not going to win tonight. I have this weird feeling. I've seen a lot of racing. I'm going to go with Steve Barnes tonight, and maybe I'll be half right. Maybe he'll win the Dash for Cash. I don't know. But just with all the craziness that's been going on, I'm going Steve Barnes.
That's not a bad pick, because if he's laying back and kind of lets them do whatever they got to do to get it out of their system, he could easily, I think, pull away.
After last week, we might see some shenanigans. So
yeah.
I'm going to pick an underdog today. What the heck?
All right. I think that's a good way to go, man.
What are you thinking about for modifieds?
Well,
we got. Let's see. Jerry Simons is here. I see Alan Brown's up over there. I don't see him. I don't see Boyd, but Wayne Parker is here. The car that Jason normally works on. And Wayne last season, you weren't here, but Wayne was spectacular out here last year, and Jerry Simons has always been dominant. So between Bruns.
Well, Boyd said he was going to be back. I know he's racing in Pensacola last night, and he said he was coming down. We'll put an interview on him. He may not be here tonight. I'm hope he shows up. But to see him in Victory Lane last weekend, and my fault, Boyd. I missed you in the Winner's Circle interview that night. But I'm gonna, if he comes in, that's where I'm gonna go.
There you go. All right. Well, I think Jerry Simons had an off week last week. He broke midway through the race and unfortunately wasn't able to contend for the win. But I think he'll get back to his winning ways. So I'm gonna go 66 Jerry Simons. I know, really out on a limb on that one. Let's see. We also have Mod Minis here tonight. I see a handful of them down there. Bobby Dooley's here. Brad Blanton is here. Tyler Simpson is here. Tyler Simpson has been fantastic. I think he's won the last 3 or 4 races in a row. I'll have to double check and go back check my stats for later. But Tyler Simpson probably going to be tough to beat. But I don't know. Maybe you'll have to pick Brad Blanton. Maybe you'll have to pick Bobby Dooley. They've both been good around here lately.
I did a video not a while ago, a couple weeks ago, I think, in the pits, and Bobby was running pretty strong. And for some reason, I just kept going, "Come on, Bobby!" His back wheel was spilling out. He was just all over the track. But I don't know. I leaned that way. Got his first win, I think. Didn't he, of Superstock? Was it last week?
No, he did get a win in the Mod Minis earlier this year, but he picked up his first career win last season. So he's only been at it a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And last year was his first win. He's got one earlier this year. When he doesn't have mechanical issues, he's right up there. And
well, maybe all the gremlins left after last week.
Oh, hopefully. I mean, Bobby's one of those guys where you can't count him out. So
okay. I'm going to stick with him.
You're going to stick with Bobby?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to roll the dice on it. No super stocks tonight, right?
No super stocks tonight, but we do have the Bombers are here.
Okay.
That's a hard one to pick because we never know what or who is going to show up in the Bombers. But
if Nate's driving, whatever he's driving.
Yeah.
He was commenting on here a little bit, so.
Well, Nate, let us know. I see him on there. I can't read what it says. My eyes aren't that great, but. Nate, if you pick up a ride, I know you sold your car. But
Vane won't be here. Vail won't be here. He's in Citrus tonight.
Going to Citrus. Okay. Yeah. Well, there goes his point lead. So that'll shake things up a little bit. But hey, that's the thing. We have a lot of regulars, and sometimes there's a big event, and people do travel and go up there, chase that money. So you can't blame them there. So
I appreciate that, Rainey, Razy Hetzerneck.
Hetznecker.
There you go. That's why I'm not the radio announcer or the race announcer.
That's why they let me stumble over the names.
Not me, but I appreciate the info about Vail there. I'm looking forward tonight. We've been been doing it for a good time tonight, man.
Yeah, I think it's about time I head pit side and get my pit notes together so I know who's all here. So maybe next time I can make some more informed picks. But, hey, it's going to be a fun night here at New Smyrna. The weather looks great.
Yeah, it does.
So gates open at 6 o'clock if you're going to head on down. We race at 7:30. And racing's been great all year long, and I don't see anything different tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. And big shout out to some of our new sponsors that came on too as well. I got to give some love to them. Bruce Russmeyer, Harley Davidson, New Smyrna Beach, Spring Hill Marriott down there beachside. They've come on. I'm not going to put out the other name that actually may be sponsoring our podcast soon, but they may be sponsoring the entire Governor's Cup.
That's amazing.
That'll be fun.
You've been hard at work, and everyone should be very appreciative of
anything
that,
to get these purses up, because I'd love to see our purses double anybody else in the state.
That'd be great. And then get some more cars, and really, our whole goal, the reason we're doing all this and social media, that's what we can control. So that our whole point is to build this place back up. So we'll do what we can to control that on our end. And Adam's been out there hitting the streets, getting sponsors, and you can't ask for anything better than that. So
it's been fun, man. I always look forward to these podcasts, especially your Hot Lap show, man. I have to. I'm a closet fan. All right. I wait till you do the show and it's over. I usually take a walk down, take my dog down to the beach or something, and put you in my headphones and walk around, man. And I learned so much so quick, and I look forward to how much more we're going to evolve your Hot Lap show.
And again, like I say on the show, it's bare bones. I throw on my iPhone and I sit down and I talk racing. It's kind of want it to have that personal feel where I sit down, talk about the racing, talk about people that won, people that impressed me, like Travis Sukup last week in the Super Stocks, and just kind of take that personal approach.
He was so humble, by the way, in that interview.
Yeah.
He was way humble, man.
Yeah,
he was. Young kid.
It's funny. He Facebooked me and said, "Oh, I got to work on my interviews." I'm like, "No, man, it was great. I like that the drivers are real. I don't want them to sit and practice their interviews. I want it to be real. I don't want this to be, oh yeah, my sponsors, they want me to do this, so I'm going to be this. No, I like our drivers are real, and that's what makes it fun. So I tell them, just be yourself. Don't even worry about it. Don't practice. If you move your head away from the microphone, I'll follow you. I don't care. That's what I do. So again, my Hot Lap show, it's bare bones. But the
information's not, though. That's the best part.
And that's the point. It's like, if you don't mind watching my face for 15 minutes, I know it ain't the prettiest thing to look at, but hey,
it's 45 minutes.
I'll give you the information, and if you hit me up and you want me to talk about shit on the show, on this show, I'll do that. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna do what we can to build this place up, build this podcast, build those videos, build the Facebook page, and just have fun. Overall, have fun.
Yeah, have fun and bring the knowledge, man. The Hot Lap Show certainly does that. So all the fans, be on the lookout for more in the Hot Lap Show evolving. Got some ideas I want to run past you about what we do with that show.
Sounds good to me.
As well as the Pit Pass podcast. I appreciate everybody. That was a lot of P's.
Yeah.
It's the Pit Pass podcast. I appreciate everybody. Well, there's an A there, but if you're not a race fan or you haven't been here, just come down. It's $15 to get in. It's one person for most. That's a meal at Burger King. Okay, you act like that's a cheap place. If you come off the dollar menu, man, that's a whole meal there. So forgo some fast food. Maybe come down here because these hamburgers are better anyway.
That's right.
Those full-on Bubba burgers. Get down here. The weather's beautiful. It's the best time to do it. Come down here
and bring a friend too. Bring a friend. It's always more fun when you have a friend. So if you know someone who hasn't come out, bring them out tonight. We're gonna have fun in the stands, fun on the racetrack.
It's also a great date night. And
it is.
Being an ex-psychologist, right, or ex-psychologist for short term, I'll just tell everybody, if you're on a date or you're going on a date, the last thing you want to actually do is go to a dinner and a boring movie, right? Because it seems like you want to do it, but A, you're not going to talk at all. Maybe that's what you want to do. But research actually shows that if you go on a first date and you're doing something that spikes adrenaline, you will have a much better connection with the person you're with.
It sure as hell beats going to a movie.
Yeah,
that's what you do when you know somebody, not on the first date. Bring them to this, and then do something different. Because who thinks of going to a racetrack for a day? That's a great idea.
Yeah,
you interact, have some fun, probably see some crazy stuff that you can talk about on the way home even. So.
That's it. You sit down there low enough to the fence, and those cars are whizzing by you like that. The adrenaline pumps up.
Nothing like it.
Nothing. Your first date may go a lot better than you hoped. But definitely bring it to the track, man. I always love talking to you, learning from you up here,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir. It's been fun.
It's been cool.
Great guest today. So we'll keep doing that and just keep having fun.
You have to take us out of here. You got to do the tack,
well,
man.
I guess it's that time. Well, folks, My name is Ryan Stevens. This is Adam Lowry. And we've enjoyed talking racing with you. And we will see you on the next one. Have a good night.
God, did I make a huge mistake.